looking for a home in the suburbs of Charlotte, North Carolina, maybe in the suburb of Tega Cay, South Carolina, which is right next to Fort Mill? If so, that's what I'm talking about today, and I'm getting started right now. My name is Eli Magids, and I'm a real estate advisor here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and the surrounding area, including South Carolina, specializing in luxury homes and new home construction. But more importantly, I'm your realtor with heart. I'm not trying to sell you a house. I am here to try and help you find a home and a lifestyle that you and your family are gonna love. My gift is people. My profession is helping you find a home. Put the two together and we can create the next best part of your life. It is so important to find somebody that you like and someone that you trust. If you think that we are a good fit, I would love to hear from you. I would love to help. My contact information is down below. I put out 2 videos a week talking about the best of Charlotte and the surrounding areas and all its real estate, and I don't want you to miss any of those videos. So I'd love it if you'd go down to the red button below, subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll be notified when my new videos are out every single week. And I'd love for you to stay around till the very end so that you can get my free online guide that's gonna tell you everything about Charlotte, the surrounding areas, the neighborhoods. It's free, it's yours, but you've got to stay tuned to the very end. So the suburbs of Charlotte, North Carolina are growing very rapidly. And one of the most popular of the suburbs is Tega Cay, South Carolina. It is considered one of Charlotte's best suburban areas. So niche.com is a very popular website telling you everything about different areas in the United States. Niche.com has ranked Tega Cay, South Carolina as the #1 best place to raise a family in the state of South Carolina. And it has also said that Tega Cay is one of the best places, best cities to buy a home in all of the United States. And USA Today ranked Tega Cay as one of the best places to live in the United States. Who knew? Tega Cay is right next to Fort Mill, South Carolina. They're right side by side, right over the Charlotte, North Carolina border into South Carolina. In fact, the neighborhood that I'm talking about today, the Manors at Lake Ridge in Tega Cay, is right next to one of the biggest and most popular neighborhoods in Fort Mill. It is actually backing up and right next to Baxter Village, which is Fort Mill, and the Manors is Tega Cay, literally right next to each other, backing up to each other. So Tega Cay is Polynesian for beautiful peninsula. It is located right on the shores of the Catawba River and Lake Wylie, although this particular neighborhood is not on the water. So the location of the Manors at Lake Ridge at Tega Cay is phenomenal. It backs right up to Baxter Village. When you go right out of the neighborhood, you can make a right onto the main shopping street of Baxter Village. Baxter Village has tons of homes, very charming, but their main street has a lot of shopping, very quaint, very pretty. So you're literally a minute away from that. On top of that, when you go through that main street onto the main highway area, it's called 160. That street, 160, has all kinds of shopping. If you make a right on 160, across the way is a phenomenal shopping center made from an old mill, and that's called Kingsley. It's first class, it's beautiful, and tons of restaurants and shopping as well. In addition, right next to Kingsley is the entrance to I-77. I-77 is the highway that takes you straight into Charlotte. 30 minutes to Charlotte, 30 minutes to the airport, 15 minutes to Ballantyne, It is a phenomenal location. So you've got Baxter Village, you've got 160, you've got Kingsley, you've got I-77 right into Charlotte, and it will also take you on I-77 to 485, which is another major highway here. Location is awesome. So the Manors at Tega Cay is an old/new neighborhood. Actually started in 2015 by the luxury division of D.R. Horton called Emerald Homes. They built semi-custom homes in this neighborhood from 2015 up to about 2018. Now in 2018, I guess they decided to cut and run. They sold the property and the remaining lots to Toll Brothers, and Toll Brothers started building in there in this year of 2020, and the Toll Brothers product is selling like gangbusters. Now the neighborhood is not huge, but it does have a lot of amenities. It's got basketball courts, it's got tennis courts, it's got an indoor fitness area, it's got a clubhouse, and it's got an outdoor pool with a giant slide. So it does have great amenities. Homes sold prior to 2020 were built by D.R. Horton Emerald Homes. Average price point was about $600,000 for about 4,000 square feet and about 1/3 of an acre. That's average. So right now, Toll Brothers is building in there. Average price point is about $700,000. Can go higher, can go a little bit lower. Average lot size is going to be about 1/2 an acre, and it's again about 4,100 square feet. Now they have only completed and closed 2 homes so far, the Toll Brothers. They have 10 that are under contract and being built, and I would say they have about 10 or 12 more lots left, and then they're going to be finished with this neighborhood as well. And did I mention the schools for the Manors at Lake Ridge and Tega Cay? They are zoned for Fort Mill schools. Those are very, very desirable schools. Look those up on greatschools.org. They're highly rated, and that's a big reason why this area is so very popular. Schools are a huge draw, so much so that the school district has actually just completed a brand new elementary, middle, and high school. And did I mention South Carolina property taxes? South Carolina property taxes are very low in comparison to most of the country, and even in comparison to North Carolina. So just by crossing the border, you're saving money on property taxes. With schools, with location, with taxes, with beautiful homes, it's like winning a trifecta. Like I said before, it's so very, very important to find somebody who you like and someone who you trust. If you think that we are a good fit, I would love to help you, and I would love to hear from you. My contact information is down below. Don't forget, I put out unbelievable videos twice a week. I'd love for you to go ahead and subscribe, hit the red button and the bell so you'll be notified when my new videos are out every single week. And for that free online guide that I promised you that has everything you want to know about the Charlotte metropolitan area and the schools and stuff, go down to the description below. There's a link there, schools, communities, neighborhoods. Click on that link, get that for free. Invaluable information. In a couple of seconds, some of my other videos are going to pop up. Check those out. But most of all, I thank you so much for watching. Welcome to the phenomenal area of Charlotte, Fort Mill, Tega Cay, the whole Charlotte metropolitan area. And until we see each other again next time.